Yo, this your boy Shaman too. This bringing you guys another video. This video is about in the world of scammers and con artists, you gotta be able to know where they are and who they are, and the energy vampires. Alright? Because you do get people that get in certain genres, that get in certain ventures, just in a way of harvesting energy and manipulating people and just tricking them for a buck. You know, they're out here. You know, they're out here. I will say, if you look at Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson, that was a huge energy siphoning thing going on. They humiliated Mike. They made Mike not punch. They made Jake Paul look good. Energy siphoning. They made everybody... It's energy siphoning, bro. They in front of people that's watching. Making people emotions in it because it's Mike. And guess what? Guess what? They're going to do it to Tank too. Tank took the money, but Tank got to do initiation. Tank got to get humiliated. You already know. If they did it to Mike, they're going to do it to Tank. Jake Paul is only in boxing to harvest energy. That's the only reason why he in boxing. He know about the rituals. I'm pretty sure he's a Mason. I'm pretty sure that boy a Mason. I can bet money that I see a Mason in that man. You know? When I'm talking Jake, there's a lot of Jakes, but our intuition can guide to the Jake we all know we're talking about. Jake the Snake, right? I just noticed that this dude is doing huge rituals. And he's doing it on people's favorites, quote unquote. I wouldn't say Tank's everybody's favorite, but he the hood favorite. I'm not gonna lie. A lot of the hood like Tank. I ain't gonna front. So they gonna humiliate that boy. If Tank was like at 160, this would be a real fight. You already know Jake want that though. But Jake gotta make it an exhibition, and you know Jake gonna fool him. If it's up to Jake gonna fool him. Jake is gonna fool him, bro. If it's up to Jake, he's gonna fool him. He's not gonna give him no peace, confirmation. I know Jake. I know how Jake is. You see how they did Mike? They're gonna do the same thing to Tank. You see what they did to Mike? They're gonna do the same thing to Tank. And that just goes to show you what certain people are. That you can tell that they get confirmation. He's an energy vampire. That's an energy vampire. You got energy vampires out here, bro. You know, I'm not saying that's the Jake I'm talking about because, you know, but we all know the Jake. Energy vampire. It's not hard to see. And then you seen the Logan Paul versus the Mayweather shit. That was a ritual, bro. They were harvesting energy on that. But Floyd ain't no bitch. Floyd took him over. Believe confirmation with that horn. Floyd took him over. Believe it or not. Ever since he did that with Floyd, Logan doing all type of shit. But it all started with that fight with Floyd. Logan had to get in the ring with Floyd. It's like, it's weird. It's weird, man. They do shit weird. You gotta do favors for motherfuckers. You gotta do favors for motherfuckers to get over. It's like they use your name to get over and shit. You can't do nothing about it. And they were like, we're gonna use your name, Floyd, for this guy. And Floyd had no choice. He's like, okay. And the same thing with Tank. They basically said, hey, we're gonna use your name for this guy. Because say what you will, without Tank, that Jake Paul fight ain't shit. Just because it's Tank is gonna be a spectacle. We all know that. We all know that. You got Tank in there. Oh shit. I don't like Tank one bit. But just for the fact that you throw him in there, I'm gonna have to watch. What the fuck is he gonna do in there? They know how to get your attention. They do. They do though. But you can just tell who the energy harvesters are. You can tell who the real ones are. They don't do it for the sake of attention. They just do it to do it. Like Usyk. Just look at Usyk, bro. He's himself and he whoops ass. He is himself and he whoops ass. I don't think anybody gonna be here. Maybe Ike Ibuchi. I've been hearing Ike Ibuchi calling him out. We're gonna see Ike. I would love to see Ike in there with Usyk. Because you keep calling him out, bro. Let's see what you got. You think you can beat the guy? Okay, bro. What if you get the fight? Now what? What if he look at you as a tune-up? And now you get the fight. You know? I would love to see that fight. But you just see in Usyk demeanor, he don't do that shit for no attention. He do it because he do it. He low-key love that shit. And you can tell he do. He's too good at it. He didn't sell his soul. I seen some weird shit, man. I think Ali did sell his soul on some weird shit. And he didn't want to tell nobody, right? But something was going on behind closed doors. That's why Ali got in that situation. If you telling me if Ali had spiritual protection, Ali wouldn't have been in none of them situations. Certain things Ali was doing, he probably shouldn't have been doing behind closed doors. But as long as this guy he wrote his wrongs in the same life, that's when they got him. I'm not gonna lie, he ain't perfect. But the minute he decided to right his wrongs, that's when they decided to debilitate that man. I don't know what I'm talking about. This is a skit. This is for entertainment purposes only. That's when they decided to sniff his nerves. Because he did do some shit. He was in some weird shit, yes. But he got up out of that shit same life. And that's when they got him. I'm pretty sure he was in it, then he got the fuck up out of there. Because, or he stayed and the devil got him. It's either that, or he stayed and the devil got him. The Archon. Would you say Moloch? Moloch. But you could just see in Usyk demeanor. Usyk legit. You can kind of see it in AJ, but AJ got it. No, AJ that dude. But sometimes, little shit get to AJ, man. I gotta give it to AJ though. He's one of the best. They ain't gonna give him his credit, but I don't always give Anthony Joshua his credit. That's a real motherfucker. Yeah, he get paid a lot of money, but he loved that shit. It sucks that he's in this position because he has a lot of years ahead of him, but it's his confidence that's getting to him. People lose all the time, bro, but the confidence, man, that's the fucked up part. It ain't shit. It got nothing to do with what happened. It's his confidence that's fucking with him. Confirmation. It's his confidence that's fucking with him. That's the only reason why I'm like, look at this guy. This guy, Ain't injured. Too bad. He got his head on him. He's still in shape. I'm like, no, bro, it's your mind, bro. Just because you lose don't mean shit, man. Get back up. I would say Ali. I like using Ali, but the thing is, bro, I hope Ali didn't sell her soul. I hope Ali did not sell her soul, bro. Because if Ali sold his soul, bro, that'd be fucked up. But yeah, I don't want to make this about Ali. But Ali did switch it up, though. He switched it up. Like I said, same life. They took him out. Because, not the old one. The old one was been gone. There was a point in time where I'm getting, he wasn't being cooperative. So somebody had to slip in there. It had to be either a doctor appointment. It had to be somebody sprayed something on him. He ate something. Had some type of poisoning. And it short-circuited his ass or something. Got Mickey'd or something. Because if you're really about it and you box, bro, you're not going to get nothing wrong with you. So you know it ain't boxing. It had to be something else. It take a minute for boxing to get to you. They were getting him in the beginning. There was confirmation. That was MK Ultra you were seeing. I'm already knowing he got MK Ultra. He was not being cooperative. It was MK Ultra back then, bro. There was different ways they hide it. I'm pretty sure that they tried to MK Ultra that man. And that's why he got fried, that motherfucker. They ended up frying that guy. I don't give no fuck. He didn't get that shit for boxing. If he didn't box, they would have still had his ass like that. This is a skit. This is one of them skits, you know, entertainment purposes, you know. So don't take this as like, you know, take this to the bank. No, just take this on Comedy Central. I'm trying to replace Dave Chappelle. You know? But the thing is, you got pretenders out here. They're just there to suck your energy. Like you got tarot readers out here. You got tarot readers out here that ain't real. I don't give a fuck if they pay for views, pay for subscribers. They're not real. You know how I can tell they're not real? They're just something off about it. When something's off about somebody, well, they're probably off. When something's off about somebody, when I can't see nothing in you, I'm like, oh shit. This person probably ain't shit. Because usually I can see something in somebody, like, oh, they got this quality, or there's this or this, or there's this or that. There's nothing there, oh shit, be careful. They might be the ones that's trying to steal something from you. Because why are you seeing them? Usually sometimes you see people on your timeline because they're the ones doing harm on you. Sometimes that's kind of how it is. You'll be doing harm on people, and the next thing you know, you will see it on your timeline. The person that was doing that shit. And you'll be like, who the fuck is that? I'm like, wait a minute, that's probably the person that was fucking with you, bro. And it could be a group. You would just read into the people and you could just see something off. Like, they're not saying what's going on. Something they're hiding. You can tell something they're hiding. They're hiding things. I seen some weird shit the other day. I'm thinking what I'm thinking. There's just a lot of weird shit, bro. People be trying to harvest people's energy and shit. You got people from all walks of life that do weird shit. You know, people are like, whatever. People are like, it's just, you know, whatever. That's why I kind of stay away from people. I know who I am, so it's like, yeah, I can have fun all by myself. I really don't need anybody. Until, you know, you can get somebody, but maybe a somebody and a few people, but you don't look for them. There's something by the great mother, you know what I'm saying? You don't just be out here looking for nobody. But you could just look at the real motherfuckers out here. I don't want to say no tarot readers that are real, because I don't want the enemy attacking them and shit. Confirmation. But I know a lot of real ones. I would say a lot of them are black. Hey, yeah, a lot of them are black. You know what? 98% of them. 98% of the ones I know are black. Why am I saying that? I don't know. I just seen a mouse that took some chicken. That is something to record, because I just seen it, so now I can be like, oh, I remember that in that video I seen that. It's like he knew it was there. Yeah, that's great mother in nature. You can't really explain it, but you know that's some divine shit that the great mother just be setting shit up. You know, I don't set up shit like that. But you can tell who the real ones out here. I know who the real motherfuckers. I know. I can tell by their energy. I'm like, oh my God, they got too much vibrant energy coming off them. Oh yeah, they're too vibrant. Yeah, when I feel like you tell them, man, when you hiding something, I can tell when you're hiding something and it's not good. You can just tell. You can really tell that about somebody. You can really tell that about somebody. You know what I just noticed? You know your energy is potent when the world kind of has to revolve around you. It's unfortunate when you're just trying to like kind of do you, but sometimes your energy is too much, and then people overreact, and then they overcomplicate life by trying to attach themselves to you for no reason, because it's something they can't explain. Like, dude, go take that in the psych ward. Get that shit away from me, bro. That's all I gotta say on that. But you know who the real motherfuckers out here, bro. I'll say, like, even in the basketball shit, there's some basketball shit like they got this reptilian nigga. Let's just say he's the MVP dude. Yeah, that MVP dude for OKC. Bro, you know he harvesting. You know he harvesting, nigga. But then you got the real motherfucker. You got Jermaine Barnes. He was like one of the realest motherfuckers I know doing this shit. I really can't say anybody real in the NBA. I really can't say. Maybe Reggie Evans. But somebody that had milestones. I gotta say Jermaine Barnes. You know, Jermaine Barnes had milestones. It may not be in the NBA, bro, but still. You know, he did that shit in that league, and that league ain't easy. It's been so long. I used to be able to name the whole fucking squad back in the day. But you just know who the real ones out here, and then who the pretenders just trying to suck your energy. Because people look at me, they're like, look at me's, just to get your energy. It's kind of weird. Man, from an energy harvesting, a lot of people do things to get your energy. These tarot readers and shit, you gotta be careful. A lot of them depend on you to get readings. And when you get readings and shit, sometimes they ask for pictures. They be siphoning some of your energies, bro. Some of them are fake. Some of them are fake, bro. I can tell. You can't tell. I ain't gonna rat them. I'ma just see you fall. And that's gonna let me know. When I see you fall, motherfucker, I'm gonna be like, yep, I knew it. I knew it was that motherfucker. Because anything that involves me, and you doing something with some ill intent, or doing some shit that's not in your regards, your best regards, then you gonna get your judgment. You're gonna make sure that. But you got some of these motherfuckers, they be out here on bullshit. I can tell. I know what I pick up. I only pick up the truth. So it's like, bitch, you not slick. You not slick, bitch. These motherfuckers, when you can tell, it's a red flag when a motherfucker ain't too spiritual with these readings. If the bitch ain't spiritual, if she ain't got no spirituality, that's a red flag. Confirmation with the horn. Just read into these bitches. I know a lot of bitches. I know a lot of these bitches on here, bro. I can tell, like, I read her energy, I know. She's nobody you gotta worry about. But there's a couple of them where I'm like, no, you gotta watch out for that one. There's something up with that one. I just don't trust that one, you know? There's a couple of them like that. But I know a lot of them that aren't like that. I know majority of the ones I know aren't like that. You got the ones that are covert, wicked motherfuckers. That'll fly around different parts of the fucking world to do magic, to get magic done on niggas. What kind of shit is that? You feel me? What kind of shit is that? Motherfuckers flying different parts of the fucking earth just to get magic done. Dude, that's wicked. That's the fake motherfuckers, and they're right in this tarot community. Like, I feel like tarot spirituality. I can tell if the bitch ain't spiritual and she's doing tarot with them, man, bitch, get out of there. What are you in there for? I don't know, man. I just being real. I don't vibe with that. Some people can vibe with that. This is love readings all day. I'm like, nah, bro, you're not real. Tell me about my life, motherfucker. Are you connected to the divine like that? Where you can tell me about what's going on? I can tell some people are. That's how you know they're real. They can connect with some shit like, what the fuck? Because that's the great mother in that motherfucker. Like, oh shit, only you and the great mother know that shit. And that motherfucker tap in and some shit like, oh shit. That's a real motherfucker. Because only you would know that resonance and that connection. And they'll say some shit. I'm like, oh, okay. But they're not trying to take my energy behind closed doors. Some of them are though. It's unfortunate, but it's like, man, it don't work no more, bro. But it's just kind of weird, bro. A lot of people don't got energy. It's like it's apparent because otherwise you wouldn't be doing shit like that. You wouldn't be out here trying to steal energy from people. Where they do that at? I've never in my life had the intention to steal energy from motherfuckers. Just go over there and try to drain them. Alright, what the fuck is wrong with people, bro? Some people are weird, bro. Some people are fucking weird. Some people are weird. I'll tell you that. They're right in front of, they're right under our nose. They're right around you, bro. They're pretending. I can tell, bro. Man, like, these niggas fake. That's why I just stay by myself. Just stay by myself. until you get the right people. But you can tell when people are the right people. It's not hard to pick them. It's not hard to pick up these fake motherfuckers. These energy vampires are out here, bro. That's how you know they're not real. A real primal motherfucker don't have to go out here draining the motherfucker, bro. That's some soulless motherfucker. That's a motherfucker like reptilian. There's reptilians out here, though. As weird as that sounds, there's reptilians, but if there's reptilians, that means it's draconians. We're just as more powerful. They run away from us. That's why they're fucking in hiding. Because if we seen them, we would turn in our form and it'd be over in 2 seconds. These people are weak. They have to suck energy from people. We don't have to do that. So you know we're more powerful than these guys. They have to feed off of the innocent, people that can't defend themselves. We can just go after them even on our worst days and beat them. There's no comparison with these. That's why they hide. Because if they're out here, their hideous form is going to activate our DNA to transform to something that combat the thing that you see. Because your neuromelanin is omnipresent to the situation. So, they know how to shapeshift and not show you who they are. But you can tell it's them because they're always energy harvesting. So I'm noticing there were lizard people around me, bro. I had lizard people around me. They may not say they were lizard people, but they were lizard people. Lizard people do crack, all type of shit. They eat meat. They suck you dry. They'll give you shit just so they can suck you. Gotta watch out for people like that. Just give you a whole bunch of fucking shit. Some people do it from the heart, but some people, if you notice that they're like negative, they're negative as fuck, and it seems like they got low self-esteem, they're giving you shit the energy side from you. That's a good indicator to figure that out. I'm like, this person's trying to steal your energy from giving you all these pieces, and then think about you later on. They try to get your energy and shit. That's weird shit, bro. I know how magic is, bro. I know how people do magic. I'm more advanced than what people think. I understand the ebbs and flows of how shit go. But you know who the pretenders are. I know who the pretenders are. I know who the ones that's just in here to harvest. Especially them long, it's like 2-hour long readings. I know people that do that. I'm like, bro, that's too long. Not no 2 goddamn hours. Maybe if the real ones do it, and you know they real, and their great mother just told them to do it, okay, that makes sense. But you got people that don't go off of that. You got people that don't go off of that, and they doing 2-hour readings, taking niggas' energy up. I'm like, what? I mean, there's a couple of times I went like 2 hours, but it was never meant for me to go overboard and go that long. Because even in those instances, I would start yawning in my reading. I'm like, yeah, I've been doing too much. But I never had that intention to do that. But we weren't pounding cars for 2 hours. We were talking for 2 hours. We weren't on Bobby Hemmett shit. You know what I'm saying? Confirmation with the cicadas. We ain't on Bobby Hemmett shit. We ain't on suck your energy. Like what? We might be an incubus spirit, but we're not an energy vampire. Because if you think about it, the children that set are succubus and incubus. They know how to formulate chaos energy, and they suck that shit in. That's where that shit really come from. And then chaos energy is sexual energy. They just make them sexual beings, but no, they just know how to transmute chaos. That's what a succubus and incubus really is. Confirmation. That's confirmation, bro. If it don't get louder than that, I can't tell you. If it don't get louder than that, I can't tell you. The succubus and the incubus, it's just people that know how to formulate chaos real good. They can go in your motherfucking dreams. They're more different than you think. That's not what you think. You know the Western term of it ain't gonna be the real terms. It's only gonna give you 2% of the real motherfucking shit. So just keep that in mind about the succubus and the incubus. It's not who you think. It's more deeper and it's more advanced. You just have aspects of beings that will utilize that type of energy because it's easy to access, rather than going and transmuting chaos from a whole nother way. Oh yeah, I'm gonna get somebody that's real lustful. That's real easy. Play off their lust. They ain't gotta do too much, so they're around that department a lot. But you do got the ones that are real powerful. Then I'm pretty sure, I don't want to say the secrets, right? But they're powerful. I'm not going to say nothing that spoil who they are, but they're they're unknown for a reason, so we're going to keep it like that. I'm not going to start spilling the beans on shit like that, you know? It makes no sense. You know, I know what the fuck's up, but that doesn't matter. We can keep them off the map by not talking too much. But I think that's about it, though. Confirmation. That's your boy. I'm out. Peace.